The U.S. women's soccer team is hoping to win its 5th World Cup this summer and its 3rd straight title, something no team, men's or women's, has done before. Despite being the favorite, the U.S. squad has a tough road ahead in the tournament that kicks off this week in Australia and New Zealand. As Amna Nawaz found out when she spoke with some of the players, they're not taking anything for granted.
And the whole world is wondering, what's it going to take to stop this U.S. team?
Easy, love. We mark Alex. What about Rose or Trinity?
Poor bloody Rapinoe.
Rapinoe scores!
The U.S. is ready, in forward Megan Rapinoe's words, to show up and show out in the upcoming Women's World Cup. And they know they have a target on their backs.
You didn't see it when we walked in? Still there. Always there.
Before heading to the other side of the world, Rapinoe and her teammates spoke with us and other reporters about returning to one of the biggest sporting events on the planet.
I can't believe we're back at the World Cup again. It's kind of crazy. This is the best moment, of all of our career. Alex said it's like it never gets old. There's always something incredibly special about being able to compete at the very highest level.
That sentiment was clear from the players' reactions when they were told they made the roster. From Kelly O'Hara's stream of tears.
I don't take it for granted. I love this sport so much. I love this team so much. And you could tell that from my reaction for sure.
To a flute celebration by defender Crystal Dunn.
It doesn't matter if this is your second, your third, your fourth. I think every moment is that you get this call is incredible, and you embrace it.
The 23-player roster includes longtime veterans like O'Hara, Rapinoe, and Alex Morgan, all playing in their 4th World Cup. But a number of players who helped bring the trophy home in 2019 are sitting out because of injuries, including forward Mallory Swanson and defender Becky Sauerbrunn. That, combined with a disappointing bronze medal finish at the last Olympics, prompted head coach Vlatko Andonovski to bring in new blood. Over half of this year's squad, 14 players, have never played in a World Cup before. Coach Andonovski says he's not worried about the inexperience.
In fact, I'm excited about the energy and the enthusiasm that the young players bring, the intensity and the drive as well. Actually, I think that that will be one of our advantages.
It will also be Andonovski's first World Cup after he replaced Jill Ellis back in October of 2019. The Macedonian-American coach is no stranger to the game and the pressure that comes with it. He played for European clubs and in American indoor leagues before coaching in the National Women's Soccer League. In the coming weeks, there's only one goal on his mind.
Would I be happy with anything short of 3rd straight win? No. Absolutely not.
To have the best chances of earning that coveted prize, the younger players tell us they're soaking up all the wisdom they can from the veterans. 22-year-old Trinity Rodman.
Cancel the outside noise out and stay in your bubble.
18-year-old Alyssa Thompson, the team's youngest member.
I went to Lindsay for what to have for travel and stuff because I did not know, and I'm gone for 2 months and I don't know how to pack for 2 months, so she just helped me a lot with that. I'm a pretty chill person.
But 23-year-old Sophia Smith isn't following all the advice.
Talking to some of the older girls, people just delete social media in general going into a World Cup because everyone's talking about it, good and bad.
So are you going to delete your social media, or will you be gramming and tweeting?
Now, but it's hard for me to delete social media. So we'll see. Probably Twitter. Twitter's bad. I'll probably keep Instagram.
It is wild that there are players on this team that were not alive for the 99 World Cup. It's I don't think that's sunk in for me yet.
1999 was the year the U.S. hosted the World Cup and won for a second time, bringing with it iconic images and creating a tradition that players like O'Hara have built on ever since.
We do have such a rich history, and just trying to convey that to the younger players, and I think that they know it, but going to a World Cup really, really helps you feel that.
What is this team up against?
The most competitive World Cup that we're ever going to see.
Claire Watkins from the media company Just Women's Sports says even though the U.S. has long dominated the world stage, their opposition is catching up.
We've seen great strides worldwide just in the sport, in women's soccer, in support on the federation level and on the club level. And so in some ways, some of those advantages have disappeared in a way for the U.S., but in a way that I think is very exciting, even for them, because they're looking forward to kind of playing the best of the best.
Who are some of the other toughest teams the U.S. has to beat?
Oh goodness, Brazil is going to be fantastic. You've got England trying to do the back-to-back from the Euros. Germany is very strong. We all know Spain has very, very good players. But what's really exciting is it's more like there's no team that's going to be overwhelmed. There's no team that's going to be overrun.
As for injuries on the U.S. side, Watkins points out that all players are putting more wear and tear on their bodies with the rise of women's club teams around the world. So other nations have also had to rethink their rosters.
No team is perfect. No team had a perfect run-up. No team is not dealing with injuries. No team has form issues or positional imbalances. Every team has like a superpower, but they also have an Achilles heel.
With no team having a lock on the trophy, this is poised to be the most watched Women's World Cup ever. Organizers are hoping to attract a record 2 billion viewers worldwide, and ticket sales, already topping 1 million, could make it the most attended women's sporting event in history. It also comes on the heels of last year's historic equal pay settlement with U.S. Soccer. Rapinoe, who's announced she will retire soon after the World Cup, says that makes this tournament particularly important for women's sports.
It feels like this is like a paradigm shift or a moment we'll look back to and say like nothing was ever the same after this Women's World Cup and what we're going to be able to do. And I just think it's going to be an incredible event. And I think everybody is thankfully pushing in the same direction now, and sky's the limit from here.
The United States' first game is Friday, when they'll square off against Vietnam.